The cream sauce with the salmon, a lot of people don't like salmon because it has that really oily, salmon-y taste. So with the brandy and the cream sauce, that sort of cuts back some of the fishy salmon taste for those people who don't really like salmon. And in case you didn't notice, I am cooking with a live audience. I have family. I have friends who all get to participate. Oh yeah, that looks great. So a little bit more pepper on the side. Okay, this is just about done, so we're going to go ahead and start getting ready to make our sauce. Okay, now you can tell that the fish is sort of starting to turn opaque. Good sign that we're getting done here. Give it a little squeeze. Salmon is also one of those fish that you don't really want to overcook, because once you overcook salmon, it's dry, and, dry fish really is just not a good thing. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and remove our salmon steaks from the pan. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that old oil. I'm going to add my cashews to the pan. Give them a little shake. These cashews have been pre-toasted. Okay, I'm going to add just a pinch more of extra virgin olive oil, maybe a teaspoon, maybe not even that much. That's more like a half teaspoon. And like I said before, cooking really is not rocket science. There's not a whole lot to any of this that I've done so far today. And I don't really measure things out so much in my own life. I just cook it till it's done, until it tastes right. So recipes are just guidelines and roadmaps. Okay, that sounds to me like it's getting pretty ready. So I'm going to get our rum. Okay, now it's very important whenever you flame anything, when you're cooking with alcohol, make sure you remove the pan from the stove. You don't want to burn your house down or burn your mustache off or anything like that. I'm going to add, that's about 4 ounces of rum. Then I'm going to return it to the heat. Tilt it a little. I'm going to reduce our heat just a little bit here. Okay, we're going to flame off that alcohol. So once the flame dies down, I'm going to add about a cup of heavy cream to this. Okay, I'm going to increase my heat just a little bit, and we're going to reduce this cream down, not quite off-sec, which means until it's dry. We're not going to reduce it, we're not going to take it that far. We're going to just reduce it until it gets a nice soft consistency. In the meantime, let's check our carrots. Carrots are looking pretty good. Raise the heat up just a little. Okay, and while we're waiting for these things to get done, we're going to go ahead and start our salad. All right. If Christian will come and help me, that would be great. Okay, let's go ahead and pull all our ingredients out of the fridge. This is another wonderful thing about cooking. You can get everybody involved. There's no need to leave people out. The rule at my house is if you show up in my kitchen, then you pretty much gotta help if you show up in the kitchen. Okay, now these are important. These are greens that we picked here on the farm today, just right before we started cooking. This is locally grown molokai spinach. It's a little bit different than the garden variety spinach that you get in the grocery store. It has a little bit more of a wild taste to it. I can't really think of a better way to describe it. You pretty much have to taste molokai spinach to experience what the difference in taste is between this and what you get on the mainland. But it is completely different, night and day. Okay, don't be camera shy. Come on in. Okay, also we have here some mizuna that we grew here on the farm, and we picked this today. We're going to add that to our salad. This spinach, we call this cholesterol spinach. It's a very important part of the diets here locally and with the local Filipinos. They say that 3 leaves a day will reduce your cholesterol, so we're going to add some of that into our salad. And this is actually my favorite of the spinaches. This is, we call it a violet purple spinach, and this is my favorite. It's the best tasting of the spinach. I'm not sure even if it's so much a spinach as it is just sort of like a weed, but we call it spinach here. Okay, so now we have all our salad ingredients out. We're going to go ahead over here and check out our sauce. Grab a spoon. We're going to taste this for seasoning and consistency. Still needs to go a little bit longer. It's not quite thick enough, but let's taste it for seasoning, see if it needs any salt and pepper. And it does. Another really important part about cooking, taste everything. Gonna add a pinch of salt, Hawaiian salt, of course. A little black pepper. Swirl it around in the pan.
You gonna stop for a second? You can stop it. Okay, you're on.
Okay, we just adjusted the seasoning in our cream sauce, and now I like where the flavor is. It's nice and salt and peppery. Check on our carrots. Our carrots are coming along really nicely. Okay, and I think the sauce is done, so we're going to go ahead and turn the heat off on that sauce and put together our salad. Okay, again, we have our local molokai spinach. We're going to take the mizuna and we're just going to pick the leaves off. We don't want to bruise them. And we washed these by hand and air dried them instead of putting them in a spinner. We didn't want to bruise any of the produce. It's really important to retain the integrity. Another thing that's really important here on the farm is composting. So all of the stems that I have left over, we're going to put into the compost bucket, and it's going to go right back into the soil that produced these wonderful vegetables. I suppose after I finish the meal, I can take you on a brief tour and show you where some of these things came from. Okay, we're going to add our cholesterol spinach. We're going to add our violet purple spinach. Okay, I'm tossing this by hand with my impeccably clean hands because I wash my hands all the time. A nice toss. Okay, now the magical ingredient that I'm going to add is going to be a little bit of chiffonade basil.